Hey, adrenaline junkies. Welcome to Mind Rush. Get ready to dive into heart-pounding chases, jaw-dropping action, and the most thrilling moments caught on camera. Let's get your heart racing. On August 2nd, 2021, in Douglas County, Georgia, a Georgia State Patrol trooper spotted a blue Chevrolet Camaro flying past at speeds over 100 miles per hour on I-20 West. When the trooper activated his lights to initiate a stop, the driver refused to pull over and immediately accelerated into traffic. Troopers quickly realized the vehicle was not only speeding, but also displaying a mismatched license plate. It was clear this wasn't going to be a routine traffic stop.
Get on the ground now! Get on the f***ing ground! I'm gonna shoot you!
Troopers eventually executed a pit maneuver on the exit 26 Liberty Road ramp, causing the Camaro to spin and become disabled with airbags deploying. The driver, later identified as Taiwan Javon Wyatt, jumped out and ran across multiple lanes of I-20, attempting a final escape on foot. Officers from the Villa Rica Police Department quickly closed in and took him into custody without further incident. The vehicle was later confirmed to have been stolen from a Union County dealership. He outran traffic, but not the consequences. Charges fleeing and eluding, reckless driving, possession of stolen vehicle, improper tag, a triple-digit run in a stolen Camaro ended on foot and in handcuffs. He made it across the interstate, but not past accountability. December 31st, 2024, in Moore, Oklahoma, traffic units identified a vehicle driven by 35-year-old Kayla Cervantes, who had active felony warrants. Officers attempted a traffic stop, but Cervantes refused to pull over and quickly accelerated away. As patrol units followed, she began making erratic moves through nearby streets and intersections. It was clear she wasn't planning to deal with those warrants that afternoon.
Westbound, it's a white Dodge Ram pickup.
Bag 15, Zebra Tom, 858.
Southbound on Walker. Southbound on Walker.
So you're southbound Walker?
He's going to come back northbound on Walker. Northbound.
So you're northbound Walker.
Through the Casey's gas station parking lot. Now Johnny is still in the parking lot. Right there. Out to the service road.
Clear you, Tom.
Up the road, going back.
Cervantes pushed through red lights, cut across lanes, and even veered into oncoming traffic while trying to shake pursuing officers. The chase moved through busy roadways and parking lots, forcing other drivers to react quickly to avoid a collision. Speeds climbed as officers maintained distance, waiting for the safest moment to intervene. Whatever exit she was hoping for, it wasn't showing up on this route.
Westbound, passing west, 240 westbound. TBI crash, start medical. 240 in May, start medical.
Clear TBI, 240 in May, starting in 7.
Near the intersection of I-240 and May Avenue, officers executed a pit maneuver to bring the pursuit to an end. The vehicle tipped onto its side before sliding to a complete stop, allowing officers to move in quickly. Cervantes was taken into custody without further resistance and evaluated by medical personnel at the scene. After being cleared at a nearby hospital, she was transported to the Cleveland County Detention Center. The only thing she didn't hit that night was the brakes. Charges fleeing and eluding, reckless driving, possession of controlled substances, drug paraphernalia, outstanding felony warrants. What started as a warrant check turned into a risky run through city streets. She tried to outrun the stop, but the charges were already waiting.
He's gonna go back eastbound. He's in the median. Stand by.
On a Wednesday afternoon in Paducah, Kentucky, Kentucky State Police attempted to stop a vehicle driven by Marion Dalton Barnes after earlier units had already watched him flee from local officers. When the trooper moved in, Barnes immediately took off, pushing the situation onto the interstate. It was clear this wasn't going to end with a simple citation. Within moments, the chase was heading westbound at high speed.
This dude's crazy.
946, I'm trying to get her on your victim.
If he keeps locking it up on me, I'm not sure what he's doing. I don't know if he's about to get out with something.
I'm coming.
Yeah, we're off-road. We're off-road before the 4. Off-road before the 4. We're by AAA storage off-road. He's going through a field right now. He's back on the interstate going eastbound.
And we're coming eastbound from the 4. Mid-tires.
Barnes weaved through traffic, sideswiping at least one vehicle while forcing officers to stay defensive behind him. He repeatedly locked his brakes, veered into the median, and even drove off-road through fields in an attempt to shake pursuing units. Stop sticks were deployed as the chase stretched across multiple exits, but the driver continued pushing forward. Whatever escape he imagined, it was running out of road fast.
Going off-road again towards the church at the 7th.
Off-road at the 7.
parking lot of the big church.
10-4 through the fence at the church.
He's going towards Pecan, Going towards Pecan. Going towards WKCTC.
10-4 hit. I'll let you know. Major, we're now going for Beltline overpass. Speed trick 70.
I don't know if you heard the traffic, he might be armed with papers if we do that.
10-4, just use your high-risk stop procedures. McCrack is advising if we terminate, they will terminate as well. Yes, we're entering the vehicle on the Beltline overpass. Copy out vehicle, start starting away to the Beltline.
The pursuit finally came to a stop along Paducah's South Side Belt Line after Barnes lost control near Irvin Cobb Drive and Brown Street. Officers quickly surrounded the vehicle and ordered him out at gunpoint. He surrendered on the roadway and was taken into custody without further resistance. Investigators later confirmed multiple collisions occurred during the chase, adding to an already long list of charges. The only thing Barnes didn't hit was the brakes when it mattered most. Charges: fleeing and eluding, reckless driving. Leaving the scene of an accident. Property damage, traffic violations. A reckless attempt to outrun law enforcement turned into dozens of charges in just a matter of minutes. He outran traffic, but not accountability.
Stop. Stop. Stop the car. Roll down the window and stop the car. You are being stopped. Stop the car. Oh, you gotta wait for a second. Turn the car off. Turn the car off. Stop moving. No, stop moving.
On May 17, 2025, in Sharonville, Ohio, officers attempted to stop a vehicle displaying a fake license plate just after 5:30 p.m. When police activated their lights, the driver, 54-year-old Alicia Bryant, suddenly accelerated and struck a patrol cruiser while trying to escape. Officers immediately recognized this wasn't going to be a routine stop. Before anyone could reset, the chase was already underway.
We're continuing. We're back in the parking lot of Qtol Products, KULTOL. Continuing in the direction of Monticello. I think we're going to be getting back on Enterprise. Yeah, back on a partnership from Qtol. Going through the business parking lot right now.
That's the last thing you know.
They just ran off the road, going into the parking lot.
There's the means of allowing you to
Still back into the parking lot of Qtol. Almost hit another officer.
Go back out, Enterprise, Bruce sticks out there, and then come back around on an Enterprise.
Yep, we're headed back to Enterprise, back where they originally entered into Qtol. We're going back that way.
somebody can get fixed by Enterprise.
They're going to be on you in any second.
About a minute. It's clear. One for vehicular assault on an officer. Wait until I have 6 at 3 Harvard.
Bryant drove the wrong way on Kemper Road before pushing onto I-275, reaching speeds over 100 miles per hour. Traffic ahead was forced to scatter as she made sharp lane changes and ignored repeated commands to stop. Officers coordinated positions while deploying stop sticks along the route. Whatever plan she had, it wasn't built for highway speeds.
Sticks hit at the 52.6, continuing though east. Sticks hit on at least one, I believe.
There's sticks hit on one car for the double six.
To the front left tire is going to be down. We're passing the 53.2, still the high speed lane. Zach, I'll go for driver, you go for passenger if they split, if you're good with that.
They just lost their whole fire here. They lost their whole fire, going to be trashed down. Okay, that's clear.
I got the driver, I got the driver, I got the driver. Get up, Bill!
After multiple stop-stick deployments, Bryant's vehicle finally slowed to a halt along I-275. She then jumped out and attempted to run, but officers quickly closed the distance and tackled her on the highway shoulder. Bryant was taken into custody without further incident, and no injuries were reported despite the dangerous conditions. The pursuit lasted approximately 15 minutes before coming to an end. The only thing she didn't outrun was accountability. Charges fleeing and eluding assault on a police officer, driving under suspension, expired tags, drug paraphernalia, outstanding warrant. A fake plate check turned into a 10-mile highway pursuit in minutes. She ran from the stop, but the consequences were already gaining ground. January 20th, 2026, in North Little Rock, Arkansas, Pulaski County deputies attempted to stop a white Mercury Grand Marquis when the driver refused to pull over. Arkansas State Police Sergeant Monroe responded to assist and quickly became the primary unit in the pursuit. The driver continued pushing forward despite clear signals to stop. It was obvious this wasn't going to end with a warning.
They've got 2 units in the pursuit. Set down. Yeah, I'll show you that. I'm following that. TBI. TBI. Number
Roadtail starts at 16.
TBI 2325.
Sergeant Monroe initiated a pit maneuver, but the driver abruptly braked and overcorrected while trying to regain control. The Mercury veered off the roadway and slammed into a large tree, bringing the pursuit to a violent stop. Officers rushed in and found the driver, later identified as Jesse Adair of North Little Rock, pinned inside the vehicle with injuries. Medical crews responded as deputies secured the scene and placed Adair under arrest. The only thing he didn't hit was the brakes. Charges: fleeing possession of a controlled substance, driving on a suspended license. A short run turned into a hard lesson against a tree line. He tried to outrun the stop, but the road had other plans. On February 3rd, 2025, in the Netherlands near the A2 motorway, officers attempted to stop a vehicle that initially appeared to be pulling over. As units positioned behind it, the driver suddenly accelerated and fled at high speed. Dutch police quickly realized this wasn't going to be a simple roadside check. Within seconds, the pursuit was racing down the highway.
Naderen nu afslag Sint-Joost. Haalt wederom in over de vluchtstrook. Afslag Sint-Joost, definitief genomen.
Definitief genomen. En nu gaan we horen. Hier komen veel emoties. Ja, geef 1204 al, deed 1204 af.
Wat zijn we?
Dankjewel. Ga ik terug naar de achtervolging. Ja, er zitten op de rijksweg richting Lunen. Snelheid 188 km/h.
We rotonden nog altijd rechtdoor over de rijksweg richting Roermond.
De moeilijkste omhoog dat kan ik gaan afbreken als het door Roermond gaat. Met deze snelheid, met de activiteiten te zijn, ik denk dat niet vast.
Ja, we doen het blauw uit.
The suspect vehicle surged past traffic at speeds exceeding 200 kilometers per hour, repeatedly using the shoulder to overtake other drivers. Officers coordinated positions while the pursuit moved through exits, roundabouts, and secondary roads toward the northern region. Even as units considered calling it off due to safety risks, the driver continued pushing forward. Whatever plan he had, it wasn't slowing down for anyone.
En je raakt door het bos, door een modderpad, even kijken waar het dadelijk uitkomt. Lijkt dadelijk aan het einde.
Ja, das ist Grenzübergang Wolfhagen-Mühle. Für die deutsche Kollegin Grenzübergang Wolf in die Grenze rüber. Die fahren jetzt auf den Hingender Feld. Die Straße heißt N. Die Straße heißt N. Die Geschwindigkeit für 100 Stundenkilometer. Ja. Das Negativste ist die Mühlenstraße. Die Mühlenstraße in Franken.
Dat is het. Wir sehen die deutsche Polizei, die sind mit uns. Kommt da in das Wortschlag?
Deutsche Polizei hat angeschlossen. Heino, können Sie übernehmen?
Rechts frei, links frei. Rechtsaf, rechtsaf, ja. Een beetje een kninkje naar rechts toe.
Hallo, die eingesetzten Kräfte. Unser 1131 übernimmt die Verfolgung. Ist jetzt das Fahrzeug bei uns. Ständiger Kontaktaufnahme.
Ja, Alex 4214. Ik zie u in ieder geval nog rijden op de straat Lin. Op de straat Lin.
The chase crossed into Germany, where local police took over and safely stopped the vehicle. The suspect was arrested without further incident. Charges: fleeing and eluding, reckless driving, dangerous overtaking, failure to obey police orders. He outran one country, but not the consequences. On January 21, 2026, in Fayette County, Georgia, Lieutenant Aiken spotted a red SUV matching the description of a recently stolen vehicle out of Noonan. As the SUV passed near Brooks-Woolsey Road and Antioch Road, Lieutenant Aiken, along with Deputy Nelson, moved in to initiate a traffic stop. Instead of pulling over, the driver hit the gas and immediately began trying to put distance between himself and the deputies. It was clear this wasn't going to end with a simple citation.
Approaching active road, speed 105.
The SUV accelerated fast, pushing speeds beyond 115 miles per hour as it tore down the roadway, weaving around traffic and ignoring stop signs. Deputies followed closely while the driver made aggressive lane changes, barely leaving room for anyone else on the road. Every turn looked rushed, every move more desperate than the last. Whatever plan he had, it wasn't getting safer at this speed.
going left towards the road.
1850 radio rollover.
As deputies prepared to call off the pursuit for safety, the SUV suddenly lost control near Brooks-Woolsey Road and the Highway 85 connector. The vehicle rolled over, coming to rest off the roadway as deputies rushed in to secure the scene. The driver, later identified as a 17-year-old juvenile reported missing earlier that day, was removed from the wreckage. Fortunately, he avoided major injuries and was taken into custody without further incident. The chase stopped, but his problems didn't. Charges fleeing and eluding, reckless driving, speeding driving without a license, providing false information to an officer. What started as a stolen vehicle report ended with a high-speed gamble that could have gone far worse. He outran traffic for a while, but not the consequences. On January 21, 2026, in Cleveland County, Arkansas, Trooper Connor Nash spotted a gray GMC Terrain speeding eastbound on State Highway 8 near the Calhoun-Dallas County line. Radar confirmed the vehicle moving well above the posted limit, prompting Nash to activate his emergency lights. Instead of pulling over, the driver accelerated and continued down the highway. It was clear this stop was about to turn into something more.
Southbound Highway 8 near Smith Chapel Road, Arkansas, 341 719 719. It's a gray GMC KDF, speeds 90 miles an hour. Got the flashers on.
Where you going?
Direction eastbound.
Can I take from here?
The GMC surged ahead, reaching speeds near 100 miles per hour while passing vehicles in unsafe areas and forcing oncoming traffic toward the shoulder. Wet roadway conditions only added to the danger as the driver ignored multiple safe places to stop. Trooper Nash maintained position, tracking the vehicle's movements and waiting for the safest opportunity to intervene. Whatever plan the driver had, it wasn't built for control.
Coming up to Highway 97, speed still 95. TBI. At 97.
Driver, let me see your hands! Let me see your hands! Roll the window down! Let me see your hands!
Near State Highway 97, Trooper Nash executed a pit maneuver that successfully brought the pursuit to an end. The GMC came to a stop and both the driver, later identified as Deborah Biggers, and her passenger were ordered out of the vehicle. Additional units arrived to secure the scene while both occupants were medically checked and cleared. Biggers was later cited and released due to limited jail space. The chase stopped, but her problems didn't. Charges fleeing and eluding, driving on a suspended license, speeding, reckless driving, improper passing, driving too fast for conditions, a wet roadway and high speeds led to a predictable ending. She pushed her luck, and the highway pushed back. January 19, 2026, in Little Rock, Arkansas, Little Rock police requested assistance from Arkansas State Police during a pursuit involving a black Chevy Tahoe connected to a suspect with multiple felony warrants. When officers attempted to initiate a traffic stop, the driver refused to pull over and fled, leading troopers on a pursuit.
Go on 2 Bay at 263 for Ave 99, 1037. Going through some parking lots, he's about the bill.
As the pursuit reached the Park Plaza area, the suspect, later identified as Clinton Bedford, jumped out of the Tahoe while it was still moving, sending the vehicle rolling into a patrol unit before coming to a stop. Officers quickly boxed Bedford in as he attempted to flee on foot and moved in to take him to the ground. After a brief struggle, he was restrained and placed in handcuffs once officers secured both arms. Bedford attempted to provide false names, but fingerprint identification confirmed his identity and outstanding warrants. The chase ended in a parking lot and back in custody. Charges: fleeing and eluding, resisting arrest, driving on a suspended license, providing false identification, outstanding felony warrants. A short attempt to dodge multiple warrants only added more charges to the list. Bedford stepped out of the vehicle and straight back into custody. Thanks for riding the adrenaline wave with us here at Mind Rush. If you're hungry for more heart-pounding action and edge-of-your-seat excitement, don't go anywhere, because we're just getting started. Hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more mind-blowing moments coming your way soon.